watching, I was very inspired by the Japanese performance, Natsuki Hanae, which I actually did a YouTube video with him not too long ago through like Aniplex's official YouTube account. If you haven't seen it, you should go check it out.
That's cool.
Me, a Chinese voice actor, and him, we were all kind of like talking about the show and our thoughts on it. How I found the voice really was I always take inspiration from the Japanese on everything that I do, or I try to, unless I'm directed to do it in like a different way. So I wanted something that was going to sound like kind and innocent and really be able to portray those moments, but also something that was able to like sound cool and action hero-y when he does all of his scenes. But I think it's that important balance. He does his attack scenes. He goes through that whole motion of solely focusing on protecting his sister Nezuko, and then he goes back into his kind self, which is what he ultimately is. Like, he's just a really kind person. So.
What was the project that you were most excited to work on when you heard that you got it?
Project that I was most excited to work on. It was Smash Brothers.
Yes.
But that's the thing though, is that they didn't tell me that it was Smash Brothers when I worked on it. I thought it was like Fire Emblem DLC, and then when I got into the booth itself, like as I was just about to start recording, they said, "Do you know what this is for?" And I was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, this is for Smash." And I'm like, "Are you serious? I thought this was DLC." Because they don't tell us anything. Sometimes there's so many projects that I work on, and it's just under like a code name. Like the project's under some random code name. Like codename Ash or Ashes. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. Is this a game? What is this thing? And then I get into the booth and sometimes they still don't tell me. They're like, this is your character, this is the age, this is kind of like what they should do, and you just do the lines. So.
Your favorite character in Misfits? Demon King Academy.
I haven't seen it.
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's great. Kitchen food. If you could pick a favorite one, which one would it be?
Oh, I don't know. I'm so bad at cooking the food. And I'm really bad at cooking in real life too. They call me the lean cuisine king for a reason.
Freelancing on it.
Yeah. I don't know. What was it? Was it just the almond tofu? I think that sounds really good.
Have you met the other Genshin voice actors?
I have. Yeah.
Do you get to hang out or?
Yeah, all the time.
Okay.
One of my favorite people now, her name is Sarah Miller-Cruz. She plays Lumine. So she's like one of my favorite people. And it was so funny because for the longest time, we have a whole Discord that we talk in. And for the longest time, everyone in there was joking. They said, "Zach, whenever you meet Sarah," because I hadn't met her yet at this point, they said, "Whenever you meet Sarah, the world is probably going to explode because it's like two of you are not meant to be in the same room." Because we would always just miss each other, like talking in the Discord chat. And then finally one day she came in and I was like, "Lumine, did I find you?" And she's like, "Oh my gosh, hi Zach!" Like she's so nice. She's super, super nice.
What's the most memorable moment that you've had in studio?
Most memorable moment I've had in studio.
Or with other voice actors? I know you guys don't get to record together all the
Yeah.
time. Okay.
I know we have weird moments outside that I should probably not talk about. We have a lot of
Exclusives.
We have a lot of different stories from cons, like really funny things that I probably shouldn't say, but I'll tell you my favorite moment in studio was when I was working on One Punch Man. So this is how it works. When I'm working in a recording booth, we have I'm in a booth in a room. Like pretend I'm in a huge room by myself here, and then there's a big pane of glass right here, and it shows into another room, and that's where I can see the director. I can look and see them, and the director specifically has to press a button, like the talkback button, so that I'm able to hear him in my headphones. One time I was getting ready to record the Sea King fight in One Punch Man, and
Wait, where are you in One Punch Man?
Oh, Genos.
Oh yeah, that's right, yeah. I knew that. And then the Sea King?
Yeah, so I was about to record the Sea King fight, and I was just the way it works is it goes beep, beep, beep. We hear these three beeps, and then on the fourth imaginary beep, we start talking, because that's how we kind of prepare and know where we're supposed to start in the scene. And I was just waiting. I was looking at the screen. I'm like, I'm ready. I know what line I'm gonna say. Feeling it. But the beeps never came. And so I was just waiting there, and I was so prepared. I'm ready to do. I memorized my line that I looked at. Okay, I know what I'm gonna say. I know how long it's gonna take. Nothing happened, and I waited there for like 10 minutes. And so I'm looking at the One Punch Man screen and the script. I'm not looking at anything else. And then I decided to look over here to the left to my director, and I just noticed he is making like the most grossed out face I've ever seen. And he's drinking some soda that I've never seen before. And he's all like, and then I was like, Chris, you okay? And he's like, he's like, oh my God, Zach, there was this, there's this soda, this peanut butter and jelly flavored soda that this intern brought in, and he's like, it's disgusting, but you have to try it.
It smells gross, smell it.
Yeah, so we kind of like halted recording a little bit. Like working on the show, we halted recording, which, I'm kind of like being paid by the hour. So, I mean, that was cool. But I'm like, hey, whatever. So he brings in like some peanut butter and jelly flavored soda. It is so disgusting. I don't know why this was a good idea for me to try this in the middle of recording. But yeah, it literally, it did not taste like peanut butter and jelly, that's for sure. It tasted like sewage water and my grandmother's couch, like a little smoky, you know what I mean? Had a little smoke.
A little musty with the glass.
Yeah, a little musty. It was not fun, but that was just a really memorable moment because it was disgusting. But that became our thing. We're like, yeah, we should go try to like find the weirdest soda and just try it every single time we're in here.
Importantly, it got, what brand is it?
Rocket Fizz?
John's, yeah, is it John's? Cool. Something similar. We've got about 5 more minutes. Who is your favorite Kizuki?
Favorite Kizuki? I don't know. I mean, it's tough. Maybe I don't know if I want to say Rui, but should I say Rui? I guess yeah, Rui.
Favorite part about streaming on Twitch?
Not streaming on Twitch because I stream on YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is the way.
I feel like it reaches more people.
So I will tell you guys a little fun story, and I started making videos and stuff on YouTube, but I would stream on Twitch, and I had like about 100 viewers on Twitch. I'm like, wow, this is a lot of people. My first ever live stream on YouTube was with the voice actress of Ganyu, and we had 9,000 live people watching us. It was insanity, and yeah. I'm a very scared person whenever I stream to that many people, so I'm like, hi everybody.
Last question. What is an anime opening or closing song that you would sing? Yeah. Like karaoke go to?
Anybody know Bluebird from Naruto?
Oh.
Maybe sing it.
Everyone likes blue.
And unfortunately with that, all right, one more round of applause for Zach Aguilar. And his lovely new and great class.
I hope you enjoyed my real songs.
If you have any questions, or if we didn't get to your question, if you would like him to sign anything,